and a plethora of other stations Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday, basically 24/7. On that note, we're back. I gotta work on my, I'm gonna have to do some commercials and shit. That was comfortable, I had to put on my my weatherman voice.
That's fire. That's fire. You know what? You know what? I just remembered something. Like now, when you spoke about something, I'm like, wait, I just remembered something. But that's cool.
Well, what
Uh,
do you need?
uh,
What do you need? What'd you forget?
um, I just remembered that there was a particular stuff I was supposed to collect. It's at home. I actually dropped it. I was supposed to use it to connect to the DJ, but I don't have it right now. So
Oh, wow. See, man, you owe me $12.22.
it's fun. It's funny. I swear to God, it's fun. When you said something, I don't know what we were talking about. That boom, you just. I'm like, oh my God, yeah, that was true though. I need to get this out right away, right now. But it's
Yo, it happens, bro. Like that's life, man. You
true.
know.
Very
So 5 years from now, where is Demola?
performing in Grammys, winning Grammy awards.
What's the African equivalent of a Grammy?
There's no equivalent.
So there's no award show there.
No, no, no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Award shows though, but what I mean, equivalent is not equivalent to Grammys. There are really award shows that are actually dope. We have our own. How far
I'm
is
not
that
sure.
out?
I'm not sure what happened, but you sound like you went in a tunnel.
Do you hear me now?
I do, but it just sounds muffled.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Let me see. Do you
that's
hear me?
perfect. Yeah, that's
It's
perfect
better
right
now.
there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We have our own. We have a So in Nigeria we have what we call the Headies Awards. The Headies
Okay.
Awards. The last Headies Awards was done in Atlanta here, last year. The Headies is like our own. It's like our own BET Awards.
Okay.
Yeah, we do Headies. We do the Headies Awards. We do and then we have the African Music Awards. We have the AMA. We have the African Music Magazine Awards. We have the MTV Base Awards. We have the Mobile. Mobile is more like your NACCP Awards. NAACP Awards. So it's more African awards too. We have the musical awards and movie awards too, and they're actually really good. They're really dope too. But nothing compares to the Grammys. I'm sorry, but and we all know that. So it's not
I,
debate.
I disagree, man. I
I mean,
prefer the hour awards.
yeah, I get it. I mean, but when I mean, I understand what you mean as regards nothing compares. Like our awards will be dope and good, but as regards in terms of maybe clout and respect and accolades, it doesn't get to Grammy like right now until we our people start paying more attention to our
Yeah.
own awards and start
Yeah.
coming for our own awards as opposed to, oh yeah, I cannot come, but then you can appear on Grammys, but then you cannot come
Yeah.
to BET, you cannot come to
Absolutely.
the Mopo Awards, you cannot come to our own African awards, but you'd actually cover the Oscars than our own than our own Black awards. We have that, but
Yeah.
until we our people begin to give that respect to it, it's not going to be coveted.
Yeah. Yeah. I
You
agree
know,
with you wholeheartedly. I mean, which is wild because we are the culture.
I agree with you. We are the culture, actually. We
You
speak
know.
what happens, we dictate what happens. Like the Asians, they have their own awards and they have their own thing. And they do it so well that now the world is trying to get them to come to our own. Come like everyone is trying to tap into the Asians right now, because of the way they do their own thing and they have so much pride and prestige in their culture and their music awards, their movie awards. It's a whole thing right now. I feel like our own people can do the same thing if we just respect our stuff well enough.
Yeah, I would agree. Although, man, I love the African movies.
You watch them?
I mean, I couldn't. Like, I'm old, man. I don't remember shit, but I will. This shit be wild, man. Like,
When you say you're old, I really don't see you as old. I swear to God.
oh my god, man,
Are
stop
you
it,
look
bro.
so young? If you didn't have this like brave, I wouldn't like you. I mean,
Yo,
you're an OG. You sound like an OG. But when you say old, you got plays in my head like 70, 60. I
I
feel like
feel like it. Shit.
you feel like it.
Oh my god! And I remember a few years ago, I called myself gonna dye my mustache and beard, and my daughters clowned me so bad, man. I just wanted to go in the corner and go, "What is that paint on your face? Wow, it looks horrible! Oh my god!" It's
That's
like,
funny. It's so funny.
like yo, wrong. Where the support at? Where the love at? It was like, Daddy, that don't stuff. No, you know. But it was a valuable lesson for me. You know what? I'm in a space a lot of people don't make it to.
I agree with you. That makes sense. I mean, yo, for you to have experienced, the evolution of hip hop, and experienced the great music from the 70s to the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s. Right now, big props to you. And you said you're still alive, Job. So
Yeah, yeah, it helps.
I mean, you've seen a lot of you've seen you've seen decades of development of music form over the years. So like you have a very strong understanding and a very strong, grounding as regards hip hop, okay pop, R&B. And now you're seeing what's happening with you're seeing what's happening with Afro beats right now in the world. So I mean, you feel me? Like I mean, I know I'm gonna live that long to to see what's gonna happen. Like I pray, but when I see people like you who are like OGs and have experienced all this stuff, it's kind of very, very fascinating to me. And I'll be like, damn, I wish I could like experience the music in the 70s and 80s and feel it and be there to see how the
Well,
music has evolved.
I didn't really experience the '70s, and the '80s was like I didn't really, like the late '80s. Like I was born in '72, so I really, like my teenage years were, the late '80s. I graduated high school in '89. Started going to concerts probably in '88, '89,
But I mean, you
and
heard the music on the radio though.
oh my god, it was just different. Like the musical experience was more intimate. It was something that you plan, you
Uh,
look forward to. Like it, the accessibility of music now is really dope. Where I don't have to leave my car and I can pull up any song on the planet. But it's a gift and a curse. It's too
true,
easy to find, so you're not vested in artists as much. You're only
true.
vested in
Makes
that
sense.
that song.
Do you hear me?
So, you say what? I didn't hear you.
Hello?
Can you
I
hear
lost you for
me?
a bit. Do you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it just it's just different. Things change, and some for the better, and from my perspective, some maybe not for the better. But I don't begrudge anybody. Shit's got to move on.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Like you see that like when you said the experience, right? The experience of like just waiting for a whole music to be out, waiting for the song to be ready, and when
Yeah,
somebody announces a tour, you cannot wait to go on tour to watch. I mean, to see the person and listen to the songs live. Even before you have to go like buy cassettes and buy. Because I remember like I grew up listening to cassettes now.
I understand.
Hello. I grew up listening to cassettes, CDs too. So sometimes we have to overdub on the cassettes and the CDs. Like even when you guys had like more advanced technology, we didn't have that much advanced technology in the hood over there. So we're still like maybe 10 years back. When you guys had
Okay.
moved to CDs, we're still using cassettes. So when we started using CDs, you guys had moved into something else before the world became what it is right now, where everyone can stream. So yeah, I grew up. So I understood that part. Like sometimes I have to wait for one particular DJ to dub a song before we can eventually hear the song. And when they play it for the first time on radio, everybody goes crazy.
Yo.
Like have you heard the song? Have you heard the song? Now you release a song and you be like, go stream. People be like, okay, who's streaming later? Because it's like it's there. It's readily available. So there's no point rushing to go listen to it.
What used to be crazy, like way back in the day. Okay, you knew that they were gonna play. They'd say we're gonna play this song at 8 o'clock tomorrow. So you would sit there by the radio with your little tape cassette, you didn't put some little tissue in the little boxes at the bottom so you could record over something, and
I
sit there and wait till 8 o'clock just to record that one song so you could take it around the block and let your boys listen to it.
that's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. That's what my older folks used to do then. I was just young and just watch them do it, and I'd be like, what are they doing? But it's different right now. It's different right
It
now.
is.
It's all hey, I want to listen to your music, boom, just go on Facebook, go on Instagram, go on YouTube, everything is there. You drop a song
But
right now and everybody in the world can listen to it. And that's it has its own props too. It has its
yeah,
perks.
I mean, because like somebody in let's say an independent artist doesn't need a machine to really become successful now.
I agree. True.
Like talent is easier to display, where you can
And
go
he's
in your backyard and do some shit, and the whole world you can be viral the next day.
yeah. This happens to see. Hey, I'm a witness of that. It's happened to me. I sleep
What's
and I
that
wake up
feel
and I'm
like?
like, oh God, it's like a drug. And when it does not happen every time, you feel like you're not doing something right. I'm telling you, because it's a surge, right? And then everyone is always like, everybody's like, you're so good, we love your video. You saw your video on the Shade Room. We saw your video. Like, I have some videos that are over 25 million views just on Facebook. Like, I have videos that have 30 million views. I have videos that I got, like, they just go viral, and the comments, everything is like a drug, bro. Like, you'll be like, wait. And then you be like feeling on top of the world, and like, okay, I'm doing something right. And then after a while, the algorithm discovers that, okay, there's too much people seeing you right now, you're not paying us. And then it slashes your views, on TikTok or Instagram or whatever. And then when you post videos, you no more get those millions of views anymore. You start getting hundreds. And then you feel like, am I doing everything right? Like, what did I do wrong? And it's not just you. It's just the fact that the algorithm, the system is controlled in such a way that if you're going to get so much exposure as a musician from these platforms, you have to pay for it. You have to buy it. And if you get it like free like that, and it just happens to go viral, it's just one of those times. It's not gonna happen every single time. You know. So I had to teach myself that, and embrace every time I get virality. Because all throughout last year, November, December, oh, my Facebook, even till now, my Facebook's still popping, but my Facebook was popping heavy. I post, I cough like this, 2 million. I sneeze, 4 million. I'm not paying, bro. Like, for real. People be begging me, and I'm like, wait, for real. Until Facebook starts like slashing my stuff, and I'm like, wait, I used to get millions of views, and I'm like, it's okay, it's okay, it's one of those times. It's gonna come back again. It's like a wave, it goes to come.
Have you tried fan base?
I just opened a fan base account. That's Isaac Hayes'
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I opened a fan base account, and um I like it. I would have liked, but I've not really explored it. I plan to really explore it from April.
I mean, well, you got a big enough following where you could probably reach out to him and he'd respond.
Mm. Okay. I mean, I'm actually on the platform. It's just me starting to explore the use of the platform. I can probably send him a DM and be like, all right, I'm on your platform. I love your platform, and see where it goes from there.
I mean, well, you have the marketing guru, the goat, rocking with you. Like it doesn't get any bigger than the playmaker for me. And I ain't just saying that because that's my guy. Like, but the nigga just does incredible shit that I couldn't even conceptualize, let alone put together.
Wow.
Yeah, like certain people just have. Everybody's got a gift, and he found his shit. You know,
And it's
what which is a beautiful thing. Like you found yours, and you found it like pretty early in the game, which is really a blessing. Because I still don't know what the fuck I'm good at, to be quite honest. Yeah, man. Outside of like walking, I've got that mastered at this point. Other than that, I don't know what I'm good at. To be quite, I'm just a regular person.
you're good at this, bro. Like, what you're doing is awesome.
Just like 12 people watch me, bro. So I'm not that good.
No, it's not about people. See, that's what I was talking about. See, you know.
Well, you know what? I haven't had the viral moment. Like, but not that I really care, to be quite honest.
I'm gonna say this, right. So sometimes it's about like, oh, numbers, like, and sometimes it's not about numbers. Like, we kind of place Like for us as musicians, it's like, yo, we need everyone to support our music. We need everyone to, work with us. We need everyone to do this, and we need everyone to do that, and that's it. But we place a lot of times with humans, we place our value on numbers.
Yeah.
How many people? How many people love you? How many people, work with you? How many people love your stuff? How many people talk about you? How many people are? And it doesn't mean that you're not good. It's just the marketing that needs to play out.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just the marketing. If the marketing is done right, a lot of things will come to place, and it's just sometimes timing. You know,
I remember my
chance.
guy Omar, who was like, I've been podcasting shit about 8 years now, and he'd been doing it a couple of like a year or two before me, and it was like the best advice I have for you is don't look at your numbers. If you don't enjoy talking to people, don't do the shit.
True.
And I just like having dope conversations with dope people. You know, your talent will get you on the show, but it's your story that makes you stand out.
I agree. I agree. And then consistently, you just have to just keep doing your stuff. It's just consistency sometimes. Because before I started going viral, I remember many times I was like, should I stop this? Should I this? People are not responding. Like, but I'm like, okay, the 5 people that respond to my likes, to my stuff, the 5 people that like it, the 12 people that love what I do, I'm just gonna stick with those 12 people for now.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
And you
you
don't
know,
forget those 12 people.
and you don't forget them. They don't forget you.
They usually don't though. Like those people will rock
And
with you
sometimes they
forever.
Yeah, but sometimes they get bored. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been following this person for a long time now. And they just fizzle off. I'm talking from experiences of people. So I know a lot of people that used to be like comment on my stuff early on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, and I don't see them no more. And all of a sudden, they appear after like 3 years again, and I'm like, oh, wait, what happened? And I remember this person. And I'd be like, yo, you're so big now. You're verified. When I was following you, you had only 2 or 3 thousand followers. Now you're on 300,000 and something. And I'm like, where were you? Where did you go? I've been here. You really? It's like,
That is kind of weird how some people will just watch you, but not let you know that they're watching. That's just kind of creepy in a little way. It's dope that they're keeping track or tabs, but at the same time, it's like, well, why you didn't say shit?
I don't know that part. I don't know why they don't. I think about it and I'm like, I don't know. I really do not know. I
Does
really
it creep you out when people recognize you in the streets?
No, it does not. That's what I want.
Or you like that shit, huh?
Yeah, like that shit. Especially without. I like that shit. I'm like, now, does it massage or boost my ego? Not really. Not really, but it just makes me feel like, okay, what I'm doing is reaching people. But when people walk up to me, man, I love your work. I'm like, thank you, because that's what they come to tell me. I love your work. I follow you. I love your music. You're amazing. Yeah, that's what makes me feel good. Not the fact that, I know you. You're a star. You're a celebrity. But it is I love your work. I love
Okay.
what you do. You know, and that's the only reason why I'm doing this thing, to reach out to more people. You know what I'm saying? So
How hard, like, how long does it take for you to become like super just I don't even know the right word. Like I played the not the violin but the flute when I was a kid, and I was serviceable at best, and I'm not sure what happened. Your shit just froze, so I'm not sure if you can still hear me. I doubt it. Although the frozen picture is like some epic shit. It's like you can see the sunlight in the back, and you're staring off, gazing into the stars. It, yo,
do you
okay,
hear me?
yeah, I think we good. Yeah,
Yeah.
you were like in a parking structure or some shit.
Yeah, I guess I'm not too far from my place, so I'm like, thank God my place, because I need to pick up just one particular plug that I'm gonna be connected to the DJ tonight for the event.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. You got to do what you got to do.
I'm like, what? I think, yeah, you're talking about my
Yeah,
violins. You have like, you have you asked me about, you have different kind of violins, and then boom, my brain was like, wow.
What do you like? What do you rock with right
Yeah,
now? Like the only I've heard of what is it, a Stradivarius? The super expensive one?
I don't have the money for that. That should be millions, bro. That should be like millions of dollars, and I don't have the money for that. You know, but I have
Really?
like different like I'm gonna be using the violin. The violin I'm gonna be using, the one I have with me that I'm supposed to use tonight, is just one particular connection. I have another one also, but the one I want to use tonight, that's why I needed to go bring the connection. But
Okay.
I have like different electric violin. I'm gonna be buying another one by next week. It's a 5 string instrument violin by Yamaha. It's a it's a it's a Yamaha electric violin. But other than that, I use my violins are expensive. I like the acoustic violin more. I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to get like Strad. I have a Strad copy. So a Strad copy is like you make a different version of a violin that is like a Stradivarius violin, but you copy it. So they
Okay.
go copy of that, and it's cool. It sounds good. I like to use my acoustic violin most times because I can connect it to my mixer and to my effect, whatever, and make it sound electric, and
Mm-hmm.
it still has the big body. It will still sound like a electric violin and have a big body, and then I can also sound acoustic, and I can also sound semi-acoustic with it, because so it gives me all the options. But as opposed to like an electric violin will always sound electric. It cannot
Okay.
sound acoustic. It cannot sound semi-acoustic. So anytime I go for shows, I go with like one electric violin and my normal acoustic violin, and I have about 4 acoustic violins. Four.
Damn. So what violinists do you look at and be like, wow, they're fucking dope?
Sorry, I missed that.
I said, what violinist are you listening to where you're like, man, this person is dope?
Yo, my friend Dominic Hammonds, he's dope. Black Violins is a group. These guys have been doing this stuff like since early 2000s, over 20 something years doing this stuff, or late 90s. Um, they're very successful, and they're
Mm-hmm.
black. They're good at violins. I listen to a lot of classical violinists. Ishak Perlman, um, is still alive. I listen to a lot of all of these young folks too. Joshua Bell is a very exceptional. He's a very exceptional violinist. I listen to Joshua Bell, Nigel Kennedy. I love a lot of classical violinists. I listen to a lot of
Oh,
classical.
hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We are walking into richness right now.
No,
I just
I'm
had to
about
set the, I had
to
to
the
I had to set that
classical.
up.
You're not gonna see anything. This is my shirt. This is my shirt.
You know, his maid is going to get his violin right now. Yo, if people do want to get in contact with you, they want to book you for a show. How they go about doing that?
Yeah, people reach out to. Most times they want to send my email. They reach out through my website. They reach out through emails, my official booking email. Yeah, and then a lot of people reach out to me on social media. They go to my DMs and send me stuff, and then I refer them to my.
Uh oh, that's the security at his palatial estate. They had to shut it down so we won't be able to know where he's at. I understand.
Sorry, this is the life of a Tory musician. So, info. This week alone, I have 5 events, one concert, four shows, private events.
Damn.
Yeah. Today,
Are they all
today's
all are they all in Texas or they spread out?
no, they're all spread out. Today's number 2. Yesterday was number 1. Today number 2. Tomorrow number 3. Saturday number 4. Sunday number 5. I just flew back into Texas. Um, Houston. I was in ATL. I was in ATL. And then flew in. I was in Little Rock first, and I was in ATL. Then I'm in Houston, and I'm going to Baltimore. And I go to Dallas, and I go to DC. And I come
Yeah,
back
you
on
gotta
Monday.
watch. You gotta watch your shit in Baltimore, man. There's still everything.
Right.
Respectfully. Just saying. Shout out to all my Baltimore people, though.
They're about to
Y'all
come for
know
you. They're gonna come for you for what you just said.
they probably will, but I'm not going to Baltimore. I'll tell you that.
Where are you based out of though? Milwaukee?
No, I'm in Cleveland. God damn.
Oh, Cleveland. Okay, Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, yeah,
Solid. That's solid.
yeah. You know, so, but I ran into actually the playmaker at a Scarface concert last. I want to say it was last year. Yeah,
Oh,
and well,
how was it?
just Scarface is like, oh my god, that was one of my definitely on my bucket list. Like I was able to scratch that off. Not only did we we had like full access. Shout out to my guy Mikey Eckstein and shout out to student minister Troy Muhammad. But we got a chance to chop it up with Scarface after the show.
How is it like? How was it?
Scarface is exactly how you think Scarface is.
Wow.
And if you fuck with Scarface music, then that makes complete sense. Like the dude was just dropping gems all over the place, listening, you know, and I don't know. I probably and we stayed backstage talking to him probably about an hour and a half,
That's
which like Scarface is definitely in my top 5 of MCs of all time. So being able to do that was crazy, So and the dude's performance is phenomenal.
so. I'm just give you a heads up. I'm gonna get to like when I get down to like the second or the first floor. My network is gonna. You're not gonna see me anymore for like maybe another few minutes, few seconds, and then I'll be back.
I mean, well, shit, man, we only got like 5 minutes to go anyway, bro. So
Oh,
it's
okay,
not
cool.
yeah, it's not that big a deal. I know you got shit to do,
That's not,
man.
no,
You said what?
I'm gonna. Before you go, I want to ask you this question. Like I said, before you go, I'm gonna ask you this too. Like, um, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. But you like going in slow motion, and the audio is even slower. Yeah, I think that it's your thumb. It's like going really slow. It's like a 1970s karate flick. Never understood why they really tried to do the voiceovers in those karate flicks because they were absolutely horrible. Like you did not watch that before you put it out. I know that's got nothing to do with nothing, but I, I, I think you good now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly now. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Solid, solid, solid.
So you wanted to ask me something?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. I was gonna ask you a question. I was gonna say, um, what, who is your favorite? Like your favorite? What's your favorite music, and who's your favorite artist?
Oh, Tupac.
No wonder you asked me what everything to some Tupac song.
Yeah,
Okay, I see.
yeah, yeah. You
Why?
know,
Why?
because Tupac is a human being, and he's able to emote that through his music. Like he says some ratchet shit. He says some unbelievably humble shit. He says some unbelievable emotional shit. He just covers every aspect of what it is to be a black man. And he appreciated the gift that God gave him, unlike very few, very many artists at all. Like the dude made, I don't know how many albums by the time he was 25. That just showed a conscious decision to leave a blueprint on this existence, unlike any of his predecessors.
Mm.
And I don't think it'll ever be duplicated that somebody will make that much quality music in that short of a time that he's probably got another album we've never heard somewhere.
He just keeps
You know, and that's why, like, when people be like, it's Biggie and Pac, I just don't give Pac. I mean, Biggie, and I think Biggie was extremely dope, but he just didn't have enough product. He did not appreciate the gift. Like Pac knew, you could say he kind of self fulfilling prophecy, or whatever. He lived like he was gonna die early, and he did. And Biggie lived like he was. It's almost like I got a long time. I'll make a CD every other year and be good. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way.
so Pac had more songs out, more music out, out.
I mean, you were breaking up a little bit, but I'm thinking you asking Pac had more music and more songs out, and not even just the quality of the music. Like anybody can make a bunch of songs, you know. But most people, like when they pass away, the songs they put out are songs that they wouldn't have put out when they were living. They were putting out songs about from Pac that were just like they dope. Like this nigga was a genius.
It really
He
was.
he captured his time frame unlike any other artist.
True. See what you're saying.
Yeah, so I got to give him his props for that.
Okay. Besides Pac, who else?
Oh, besides Pac, who else? I don't know. I think everybody else is situational.
Situational,
You
why?
know, like if I'm feeling, like more, it's more like I may be feeling, a little romantic. I'll throw on some Anita Baker, or I may be feeling a little, like if I want to hear some. I hate using the term conscious music, but for lack of a better word, you know, um, I'll throw on some Public Enemy from back in the day, or oh my god, even Speech from Arrested Development. I throw some of his music on. My guy, I know a guy that is out of Flint who Brick the Foundation just like makes some really really dope conscious music. If I'm feeling angry, I might throw on get rich or die trying, or if I want to work out, you know, just kind of it's not another artist that really has captured me as an artist completely. There, Ice Cube would be close. I don't know. Scarface would be close. LL Cool J would be close.
I feel you.
Drake actually would be close.
Drake is awesome.
I mean, well, Drake like is like you may not like things about Drake or he's too served, whatever the knock is against the nigga. The man been on top for a decade.
I like that dude.
Yeah, like like and if you're on top, you're gonna have a lot of criticism. But that dude could literally put out a album of singing nursery rhymes, literally, and the shit would go to number one. Like his fan base is just unlike anybody else's.
True.
You know. All right. Well, I'm gonna ask you one more before we wrap it up. Okay, you get one artist that you can work with. Who is it?
Bruno Mars.
That's a man. I'm not mad at that pick at all. That dude is dope.
This is
Yeah.
Bruno Mars, bro.
And Bruno
Now, if you
Mars
ask me,
does not miss.
he does not.
Yeah, yeah. I could see that absolutely. And
Now
and, and wow.
you
Huh?
see, you see the collab, right?
Yeah, I could absolutely see it. And he seems like the type of cat that would go out his way to make sure it sounded like a collab and not like a Bruno Mars song with this nigga on it. You know,
True.
and the dude is just a genius. Like he's one of the few artists that have taken from the 60s to 70s to 80s to 90s and created his own lane. You know, shout out to Bruno Mars. On that note, man, before we go, anything you want to say? Anybody you want to say what's up to? The whole nine?
Yo, I just want to say I love you guys and thank you so much for bringing me on. Thank you so much for, you know, the love, basically. I want to say thank you to you and to your entire team, to everyone. And then people are like, oh, where can we find your music? Where can we find you on social media? I'll give you my social media handle so you can stalk me for a little bit. At Demola Violinist, DEMOLAVIOLINIST, Demola Violinist on social media. So on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram, on all of these whole platforms at Demola Violinist. On YouTube, Demola, DEMOLA. That's me, YouTube, Demola. And then on Spotify, on Apple Music, on all streaming platforms, it's Demola, DEMOLA. I'm the only one that's going to pop up. So.
Yeah, I know. I tried.
Let's see my music with 1 in a million. Let's run the numbers up. Let's get it to like 1 billion views. You know what I'm saying?
That would help. Yes, yes, please go out and do that. All 12 of you people that watch, go and listen to that shit 1,600 times a piece.
Let's go.
Yes, hey, yo, it's a dope song. The video is a breath of fresh air, man. I truly appreciate you coming on the show, bro. It was an honor. If there's anything I can ever do for you in the future, please don't hesitate to let me know, and I got you.
No problem. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. And big thanks to Playmaker. Big thanks to Stan Shepard. Thank you guys so much.
No doubt, man. Have a good one, man. Enjoy your show tonight.
I will. I'll kill it. I'll break legs.
Absolutely. I know you will. Have a good one, bro. Yo, that was really dope, man. I do appreciate Demola, the violinist, man. Wish the brother nothing but success. And one of these days, man, I'm gonna get over this fucking fear of flying, and I'm gonna go back home to the motherland, man. And I absolutely want to visit Nigeria, man. Looks so fucking beautiful. But again, thanks to Stan Shepard, thanks to the Playmaker, man, for making this happen. Definitely has been one of my highlights of the year. Much success to that young brother, and wish you all the greatness that the planet and the being, celestial, whoever, God, whatever you believe in, has to offer. On that note, man, this is Jobs, and you have been tuned into another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio. Oh, and while I'm at it, yo, I'm sponsoring I'm a co-sponsor for the M3S3 event in Miami, April the 29th. They got bowling. Actually, it's like the weekend. They got bowling. They got a basketball game. They got a whole bunch of shit going on. Make sure you tap in. I also bought a couple of tickets. Just to give away. If you want to go and you can't afford it, or whatever the case is, there'll be 2 tickets waiting on you. Just let Fred know. So shout out to the whole family over there, M3S3, and no studioing. Shout out to Geechee, and it's looking like I may have Clean Paper on this Sunday. So shout out to Clean Paper, and shout out to my guy Big Unky for setting that up. On another note, man, we out. Y'all have a